mask its spots and to dress well for its spots, but I don't think it can change them. I'm old enough to know that. So, what was the last thing you did that made you want to kick yourself? Oh. I'm trying to think. Of the last thing. I mean, there's just so many, it's hard to choose, right? I would say, I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. It would be something stupid. I'm gonna skip that one. What do you do when someone invades your personal space? This is a big one for me. I like my personal space, so this is definitely a big one. I step back. I find that if someone is pushing you in terms of like how loud they're being or how like touchy or how much of your personal space they're trying to be in, if you directly counter it with like lowering your voice, taking a step back and not touching them, they will generally get it. People kind of try to match your energy. And if they don't, then you gotta turn around and walk away. I'm serious. We don't have time for that kind of behavior, right? What's the longest you've gone without sleep and why? I have definitely pulled a couple of overnighters. And it was not for like any kind of cool reasons, like I'm putting together a proposal for venture capital or anything like that, or even like a school project. I think it was mostly just I was having a good time with friends. I remember one time when I was in like 4th grade, I stayed over at a friend's house and we stayed up all night. That was my first time. And then a couple years ago, honestly, I stayed up all night just like having a good time with friends, and that was rough. But the body does kind of adapt and you just get really tired early, or at least that's how it worked for me. But don't recommend it, and I don't do it that much. What's the most beautiful thing you see every day? That's really weird. I guess I should say something corny like a new morning. Every time I wake up to a new morning, I think, wow, this is the most beautiful thing I've seen every day. I know it's corny, but still. When you're searching for ideas, where do you go to find them? Oh, honestly, I usually go to the internet, and ideas truly usually come to me in the shower. There's something meditative about being in the shower that allows you to just kind of like clear your mind and come up with ideas. So 2 answers, but why not? Let's see. What's the most romantic thing someone has ever done for you? I don't know. I'm not a huge romance person, but like, I don't know. Romantic. It's kind of corny. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't know. I guess just like, been nice to me. I have no idea. It's so stupid. When something good happens to you, who is the first person you want to tell about it? Definitely my parents. What's the one thing you know you're really good at? I would say writing. Writing's the one thing I'm really good at. I should say like ASMR videos, but I'm still working on that, you know? So writing for sure. Let's see. What's the most introverted thing you've ever done to avoid other people? Oh. If you know me, I would say just completely not show up and then not respond when people ask where you are. I love doing that. And yeah, it's kind of rude. Should marriage be a contract that can be renewed or canceled on an annual basis? For sure. Honestly, I don't want to upset people with marriage. If you think about it, it's a little bit it just kind of makes you think. And I would agree that yes, it should be something that once a year could be renewed in a way that would not, both parties wouldn't feel hurt or something. It's just kind of like, that's the way life goes. So yeah, 100% I think it should. Which of your bad habits would you find hardest to break? I don't know. I have a thing for eating chips and crackers. Like, I love savory and salty and crunchy, and it's so hard for me to break that habit of wanting to eat them that if I have them in the house, I'll just go nuts on them. So the best way is to just not have them in the house. I know that that's, again, people say that all the time, but truly, if they're in the house, I will find them and I will eat them. I will wake up from a deep sleep and I will go eat them. So, how many times have you looked in a mirror today? Wow. Like, actively looked when I got up and took a shower. I have kind of a lot of mirrors in my place, which, again, is kind of a red flag, I guess, technically, but I just love mirrors because they reflect light and they make a space feel more inviting and open, so probably like 3 times today. Okay. If you could never have hot food again, what meal would you miss most? Oh. Easy. And cliche again, but pizza. Done deal. Who's gonna really fight me on that, right? When you're getting dressed, do you always put items on in the same order? Yes, for the most part. And I will say, I was actually thinking this like a couple days ago. When I get up in the morning, I swear, if you recorded everything I do, I bet it's like almost exactly the same every day in terms of even how like I brush my teeth and like how many times I do like all that kind of stuff. I bet it's like right there, very, very similar every single day. I bet it's the same for most people too. Let's see. Which of the 7 deadly sins are you most guilty of? I guess that goes with my other, I don't actually know all the 7 deadly sins, but I know that one is gluttony, so that goes with my other answer about the crackers, I guess. Okay. How different would your life be if you didn't have internet access? Well, you tell me, guys, we wouldn't be here talking. It would be very different. I am kind of an internet junkie. I need information all the time. And I just need it, so. Yeah, you won't find me in any encyclopedias, which I guess is what you did before the internet. No thanks. What slang word do you use most? Ooh. I would say, and this is maybe not considered exactly a slang word, but it's definitely something that's become one kind of. But literally, I say literally all the time. So, maybe not a slang, but almost. It's getting to be one. Let's see. If you were given $1 million to help others, what would you do with it? I mean, I would donate it. What else? I mean, what's another smart thing I could do with it? Set up a fund that would pay out with the interest, I guess. You want to be smart with the money, but I would give it away, right? When you were 10, oh, this is good. When you were 10, what age did you think was really old? 40. 40. And as I get closer to it, I'm like, well, 40 is not that old. Life is a matter of perspective. I'm sure you guys have figured that out by now. What time of day do you like best? I like first getting up in the morning and going about my routine and getting coffee. And then I also like it when sunset starts to happen and the lights get lower and things get like cozier. And I really like that change of the day because things tend